like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Hello, welcome. Got good questions, I do. It is 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on August the 28th. Not August? Yeah, not August. It's not August. What is it? March the 28th, 2021. I'm the Angry Angel, and this is Ask an Angel. Hello. The show is about me answering questions, giving advice to people who are wanting it, where they can send an email to this address right here, and as long as it's not totally inappropriate, I do my best to answer it. If it's a little inappropriate, but if I can answer it, I'll just message you back going, hey, you know what, this is what I think of your question. I'll do my best anyway. Disclaimer though, disclaimer time, I am not a professional. I'm not a shrink, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a counselor, I'm none of the above. I'm not your mommy, I'm not your daddy. I am just some guy on Twitch giving some answers. I've always been good at it ever since I was a little boy, and yeah, I've had complete strangers when I was little just come up to me randomly and start telling me about their life fucking stories, and somehow I had a knack for just answering questions, giving them, and they'd come back and say, oh, I'm glad you told me this, I'm glad I talked to you because I did this and I did this, and it somehow helped them, which makes me happy, right? I don't ask for anything in return, just as long as it works out for them. But that being said, because I'm not a professional, I hold no responsibility, because this is just a show, this is a podcast, right? So I hold no responsibility for your actions. If you take my advice, awesome. And if it works, fuck, awesome. If it doesn't, chances are it might be that you've missed something and I didn't know. Or maybe not. I'm fallible, I'm human, so I make mistakes. And usually based on that's what I'm doing. I'm giving answers based on what you say to me. So try to put in as much details as you can, so I can give you the best answer. And yeah, sent out a couple of new ads today on both TikTok and Twitch. Hopefully that's going to help me grow. I'm at 192 followers, so pretty excited about that. I think when I hit 200, I'm going to arrange probably a 12-hour. I was going to do a 24-hour stream, but I just don't think I'm going to have it in me to do a 24, especially with my new job. So I'll set up a 12-hour stream, not with questions, though that would be kind of interesting. Just fucking 12 hours of just advice and questions. No. Actually, what I'd probably do is spend like an hour or two of Asking Angel on that day, and gaming and so on and so on and so on. I remember I started this with, I think it was my birthday stream. Come to think of it, my 12-hour birthday stream. But yeah, so we are going to get on to these questions. There's 12 of them, as normal, as I've set this up. And they range. They're pretty much all relationship questions. Some of them are slightly sexual. It actually starts off right off the bat sexual. Just one of my opinion. But yeah, let's get to it. Question number 1. Oh, did I hit that right? Did I not hit it? I guess I didn't. Go. Boom, there we go. Question number 1 from Alan. How can I ask my wife how can I ask my wife about her and I having a threesome? Well, a few things I want to answer to this. You with your mouth. If she's your wife, then she's with you for a reason. She loves you, and right, so there should not be anything. If you are afraid to ask your wife something, you've got an issue with your marriage. You should be open to talk to each other about pretty much anything, right? You're spending your life with her, right? Now, the outcome, however, is what you're probably asking for. How is it going to be dangerous? It's going to potentially put risk. Yes, you could potentially be putting risk. But at the same time, she shouldn't be flying off the handle simply because she doesn't like something you say, right? That's not right, right? She needs to be open to, but I can't control that, right? So maybe just sit down, maybe during sex, bring it up. Just mention it. Or just after. Actually, not after. I think after would be a bad time because it's going to bring up the idea of, because you don't want her feeling negative. That's what you want to avoid. Negative feelings towards the question. So if you put that, her thought might end up being, oh, am I not enough? A lot of people, when they hear this question, they go, oh, is the part just not enough? It's not about being enough or not enough. It's just adding spice to the relationship. That's the intent. At least I'd hope. I hope it's just not that there's something more going on, but yeah, it's really just the intent, is to spice things up a little bit, which there's nothing wrong with that. What's going on with my phone? 1 second. Piss off. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with asking for that. Don't push, don't pressure, don't. And if she says no, let it go. Let it go. Maybe bring it up again later. Don't nag about it because then she might end up feeling it's not enough. But here's the other thing you need to be aware of, Mr. Allen. You're thinking threesome, and I could pretty much bet you're thinking, oh, threesome, I'm going to get lucky with some other girl. Well, who says the other party is necessarily going to be a girl? She might be excited about the idea of a guy. So you need to be, if you're going to ask this, just as comfortable being with another guy in this threesome as if it was a girl, right? Try both. Fuck, if she's open for it, try both. But don't push. Do not push. But yeah, communicate. Communicate that you are interested in trying this to spice things up. Emphasizing that you don't see anything wrong with the relationship. You just want to try something new. And that's probably the best way to approach that question. Oh, all right, so close that one off and go to question number 2. Question number 2 from Alison. Is it weird that a guy likes and gets turned on by watching his wife or girlfriend have sex with another man? Why would a man get turned on by watching her do that? You know what? I'm not gonna knock anything, right? In this world, there's all kinds of people. All kinds of people that like different things, right? And that's one of the beautiful things about humans, right? Some like the day, some like the night. Some like the countryside, some like the city life, right? Doesn't make them weird, doesn't make them... And there's so many different kinks. So many. There is kinks where people like to dress up in furry costumes like a teddy bear or fucking wolf or whatever and have sex like that. It's not my cup of tea, but you know what? To each their own. That's their thing. So I'm not going to knock them for it. And just as with this situation, I'm too. I couldn't do that. I'm a bit of a control freak. I like to be in control. The idea, it's hard to say. Right? If I can get around the concept of it, like, the fuck you think you're doing touching my girl? If I've told them, that's one thing. If I've said, hey, you know what? If it was my idea, maybe. Which also brings back to the other question about the threesome. Jealousy can get involved, and you gotta be careful about it. Having like safe words, though I don't really believe in safe words, is a good idea. The reason I don't believe in safe words, I think if me and my partner know each other well enough to be having sex, I should know her well enough to know which is comfortable with, and vice versa, and which is upset, and vice versa, and to be able to stop what's going on just based on body language and not just words, but you can tell, right? You can tell when somebody you care about is just not happy, and if you're not paying attention enough. With this thing, let's say the person, you're Allison, so your guy wants to see this. If you're not comfortable with it, just voice it to him. I'm not really comfortable with this. If you are, don't be afraid, but be careful. Could it be a test? Yes, it could be a test. But it's along the same lines as the threesome. It could be exactly what he's thinking. It could be thinking that you have a threesome and he's just going to sit back and watch. In a way, there's kind of a beauty of it. We'd want to see your pleasure, you being happy. That's kind of a beautiful thing just to itself. But at the same time, there's risks involved. Why would a man get turned on by it? I can't give you. You know what? If you really think about sex to begin with, honestly think about it. A man pushing part of his body inside of another person. It sounds absurd if you really think about it. But it's a turn on. We are primal creatures. Designed, coded. Just like the birds and the bees, just like the cats and dogs and all kinds of creatures that's on this planet, that we are coded. Not told, hey, you're supposed to do that. I mean, yes, we're told the birds, but we already fucking know. We don't understand why or anything like that. As humans, we've learned the science and stuff like that, what the main concept of to procreate. And if we don't procreate, then species ends. So I think really the being turned on part is just simply an encouragement. Some maybe mental, subconscious, some kind of a spiritual thing that's telling us, get to it. On both sides. The body even makes things happen. For a guy, it becomes erect. For the woman, it becomes kind of slippery. To help it all happen. Right? So it's... Why does it happen? I can't tell you. I don't really know. Well, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. What brought it to that? What makes a man get turned on? All kinds of things. And if it makes you happy, it makes him happy, more power to you, if it works. But be careful, because there's dangers. It's dangerous. If it's a boyfriend or girlfriend kind of thing, the danger happens, there's heartbreak. Wife, kids involved, like family. It could be serious heartbreak. So you really got to decide on, before you enter something like this situation that you're talking, might be sexy, but it might also be really dangerous. But anyway, let's move on to question number 3. No, that's question number 2. That one. There we go, from Stacy. should I break up with my boyfriend because he won't introduce me to his friends and family over 2 years of dating? I'm fed up and frustrated. Okay. I read this question the other day, and okay, so the question is, you really got to ask yourself. I'm going to ask these questions, but it's really for you to ask yourself. Are you in a relationship to get close to his family, or because you love your boyfriend? If it's your boyfriend, which makes sense, then it doesn't matter who is in his life. His mother, his father, his friends. That's a bonus, absolutely. But should you end the relationship because he's not introducing you? No. If he's hiding you, that's a little weird, sure. But should you end? Do you love him? Yeah? Then stay with him. Make it in his time. But if you don't, what if he introduced you to the family? And the family doesn't like you. For whatever reason, mother thinks you got a big nose. Dad thinks you're too tall, too short, whatever. They don't like you. You've rubbed them the wrong way. Should he end it with you? Because they don't like it? No, of course not. So why the hell should it matter? It's nice if you do get to meet them. Especially if it's just a boy. I mean, if you're getting married, it makes sense. Because, you're going to want the family there. But if not, if it's just boyfriend, girlfriend kind of thing, no. Even 2 years of dating, no. I don't think it's a break-up kind of thing. It sounds like it should be, right? Why isn't he introduced? Is he trying to hide me? Maybe talk to him about it. Go, hey, you know what? I still haven't met your parents. I still haven't met any of your friends. Are you ashamed of me? What's going on? Talk to him about it. That's communication. That's relationship 101. Communication. So talk to him. Why are you afraid to ask? To say, hey, what's going on here? It might be a reason. It might not be that he's ashamed of you. It might be that he's ashamed of them. It sounds sad, but yeah, there's a lot of people, while they love their family, they don't like their family. It might be that he's sparing you, not them. Don't think negative of it. You're looking into it too much. If you're in doubt, if you're a little afraid, talk to him about it. Yeah. Anyway, question number 4. Man, we are burning through these like crazy. My boyfriend is currently watching 13 Reasons Why. Oh, that's a movie. And finds Hannah good looking. I don't know who the fuck Hannah is. Let's do some research. Alright, let's find out who Hannah is. 13 Reasons Why. Hannah. Huh? Let's take a look at Hannah. She's not ugly. But hey, to each their own. She's cute, sure. But anyway, and just for reference, hang on, good looking. And I asked who he found more attractive. That was silly. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you ask such a stupid question? Are you trying to set him up to pass or fail? It doesn't matter what he thinks of them or whether of you. Does he find you attractive? Yes. How do I know that? Because he's your boyfriend. If he didn't, he probably wouldn't be your boyfriend. That was silly what you just did there. I'm just no offense, but that was silly. You're just asking for danger. Anyway, or hang on, me or her. And he said, we are both good looking for our own reasons. Good answer. Safe answer. Good answer though. But is it just me, or should he have said that I was not? Hang on. That I was. And not even mention that she was still good looking in her own way. Or is me overthinking? I think it's you got a bit of an ego. and you just need to have confidence in yourself. Know your own worth, know your own beauty, right? Like, it doesn't matter who somebody else is. Like, why you make a... Yeah, you're overthinking this. You hang on. He has also compared her to one of his exes now as well. Yeah, but you know what? That's an ex. An ex. Do you know why they're an ex? Because something happened and they couldn't get along, so they broke up. You're the girlfriend, so it's with you. Be happy with that. Take joy in that. He didn't say could you imagine? See, that's the thing I tell people. Do not ask. I've heard guys ask the same of the girl. Oh, does he think that other guy's more attractive than me or me than him? Why are you asking this question? It's a stupid question. I mean, do you want the worst answer? Because that's the worst answer would be, no, you're fuck ugly. She's way hotter than... No, she is way hotter than you. Are you kidding me? My God. Holy fuck. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, you're prettier. I mean, no. He's not going to answer that. That's a stupid question. You're setting him up for... And guys, really? You say, you know what? I don't like that question. I mean, how would you feel if he asked that of you? If your boyfriend asked, you're looking at some guy, you're flicking through a magazine, and fuck, there's what the fuck's his name? From Magic Mike. Oh, come on. It's gotta... Oh, even put him aside. Johnny Depp. There's one. Johnny Depp comes on, he's all in his fucking pirate outfit. I'm a pirate. And he turns to you and go, who do you think is more hotter, me or him? You're gonna feel put on the goddamn spot. Oh, you know what? There's no comparison. You can't compare. You're both attractive in your own reason. You are attractive because... he's attractive because he's fucking hot. And you're attractive because you are. No, you're not going to want to be put on the spot like that. So why put him on the spot? Don't expect do unto others that you don't want to do unto you. Right? Come on. Yeah, you're overthinking it. No, he shouldn't have fucking... One, let's say he does. Do you really want him to lie? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not going to bump into this Hannah chick. Because, for one, Hannah is a character in a TV show. The most he'd meet is maybe bump into the actress. The actress is probably, hit to say it, out of his fucking league. I don't know him, but chances are a lot of actors and actresses a little snooty and right? He doesn't have a chance. His ex doesn't have a chance. I can't imagine him wanting to get back with his ex. That'd be just fucking weird. Yeah, I think you're overthinking. I think you're massively overthinking. Don't ask silly questions like that again. Don't set yourself up for failure, for heartache. Don't set yourself up, because you've just set yourself into a fucking tizzy. That's what you've done. And put strain on the relationship. But anyway, question number 5. Oh yeah, we are burning through these right now. From Muddy, question number 5. How do you avoid getting emotionally involved too soon? Just don't. Simple. Actually, I say it's simple. It's not always. Sometimes the heart will just... Well, we're primal, right? We want what we want. His tummy goes, I'm hungry. Yeah, there's some food. Oh, I'm thirsty. Ah, there's a drink. I'm horny. Ah, there's my hand. Right, so this... As I said, yeah, we're primal, right? We find attractive what we find attractive. That food, I've got these little bite things, right, which I'm eating right now because I'm hungry. Normally I probably wouldn't like them, but because I'm hungry, I'm liking it. I'm not getting involved with my food, don't worry. I'm trying to make a point here. But the food, I find the food attractive in a food way. Going, It's like pastry and breakfast all in one. It's got like eggs in it. Oh, it's delicious. Man. I was finished too soon. But anyway, I spent 6 weeks talking to and meeting a guy. Nice. I finished with him, and immediately, I shouldn't have ate that. I hate when it gets stuck in your teeth, especially when you're trying to talk. I immediately felt so much anxiety. It was horrible. In 6 weeks. I finished with him, and immediately, what? So you ended the thing after 6 weeks. And immediately felt so much anxiety. It was horrible. It's a lot better now, but I'm still feeling it, and I'm sure it's because I got emotionally attached. So why would you end it? Is there any way I can avoid this? Don't just end it. Try to make your relationship work. Don't just go, oh fuck, it's too soon. Things happen at their own time. The bus will arrive at its time, not necessarily when you want it to. You know what I mean? Right? It's not a fixed time with how long. Yes, there is such thing as love at first sight. There is a thing of being attractive, like right away. Getting emotionally involved too soon? Not really. You can't really control it. It's when it happens. It's what you do based on being an adult. What are you going to do? Are you going to invest time in the relationship? You want to, but that's what distinguishes us from the animals. Right? An animal goes, there's a, that'll do. Yeah, let's go. Oh, that smells delicious. Let's go get some. Come on, boys. But as humans, we can go, she's attractive, but she just looks that way. Right? There's things that... It happens in its own time. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, in its own time. It's a lot better now, but I'm sure it's because I got emotionally attached. Is there a way to avoid? No, there's not. Not really. Your heart's going to do what it's going to do. Just try to make the relationship work. Try to see what... I mean, if it's not working, it's not working. But avoid getting emotionally involved. Like, maybe don't see. Maybe slow down the steps. I mean, we all gone on dates, right? We've met somebody, whatever, plenty of fish, whatever. And you got that stage of getting to know the person. Maybe on your phone, maybe in text, in email, whatever, Facebook, whatever. And then over time, you meet in person, face to face. Then you get to know each other. Slow that down. Maybe don't meet them for in person for a few weeks. Get to know them. Don't ghost them. I don't believe in ghosting. I think ghosting is shitty. Like, if it's not working out, if you're not compatible, I usually prefer to actually do the meeting part of the relationship soon. Reason why is I'm trying to determine, am I going to make this work? Am I interested in this? My first thing is, as soon as possible, have that first meet. This is what I do. I'm just tossing it out there. Have the meet as soon as possible. The first meeting, the first date is that am I attracted to the person? Is this person, I mean, be careful. Like, always do it in a public place. You meet in a public place where there's lots of people around. That way, if the person is fucking Hannibal Lecter, they're not gonna fucking chop you up and wear you as fucking skin. As a coat. But, so you meet them, A really nice person. Wow, they're cute. You can usually decide within about 5 minutes if you find the person attractive. Actually, within 20 seconds. If you find the person attractive. Oh my God, that person. Wow. It's pretty. But determine, are you finding them pretty because you're really fucking lonely? Because there is the lonely classes. There's the, oh my God, I'm so lonely. Because then you just become like that fucking dog who's like, oh, you'll do. Right? You want to avoid that. So make sure when you're going into it, don't think, oh, I'm so lonely. I want to get with anything that moves. Let's do it. Get that out of your head. That's going to force it to be too damn soon. Because you're not getting to know the person. They'll say, oh, I just killed somebody the other day. Yeah, you did. Let's go. You don't really want to fucking sleep with a serial killer. But they'll say damn near anything and they'll be upsetting you and you're not really grasping onto, should I be with this person or not? Is this a positive? No, because you're too busy thinking, I'm lonely. This person's going to remove the loneliness. Use your brain. Then once you get past that part, they're attractive for the right reasons. They are friendly. They're easy to talk to. We've got things in common. Then go on to the next part. You don't need to go on to date number 2 right away. I wouldn't wait too soon for date number 2. Don't like wait 2, 3, don't wait like a few fucking, let's wait a few fucking months for date number 2. The reason why is you're going to put the thought in their head, is there something wrong with fucking going out with me? You're going to have it in your head too. Why is he not asking me to go on a date? Try to do it within about at least a week, 2 weeks. But slow it down. You don't like, I'm not saying, fuck, my God, this person's amazing, let's have a date tomorrow. Just slow it down. That way you're getting to know. This is I'm getting to know you. Also known as the courting period. It's not courting period as in you're going to get married, but it's the same kind of concept. You are trying to get to know each other if you will make a fit. Also ask yourself, what do you want? Are you wanting a future with the person? Are you wanting? If not, if it's just about dating, then stick to that. Determine what you're wanting before you even do any of this. Because if it's just a date, or just a booty call, why get anxious over a fucking booty call? And also he's not responded to messages, but he hasn't blocked me either. Well, that's not... he's totally blanking. He's totally blinking me. Why doesn't he just block me? It could be just busy. There's a thought. Maybe he's just busy. Maybe he doesn't have time to respond right away. Spent 6 weeks talking. So this is the other guy. The guy who you ended it with. You feel horrible. And now he's not blocked you, not ignoring you. But so why are you communicating with him? Are you interested in him still? Well, maybe you need to, like... It's difficult. I know you say you got anxiety. But maybe say, you know what, I'm really interested in you, but I'm not sure how to go about, and I don't want to rush it. Can we talk? Send that a message. If he doesn't, then he doesn't, and you're just gonna have to move on. But stop being silly. Feel free to come by and ask more questions, because I feel for you right now, and I feel like you are having some troubles. You might need to seek a counselor to work on your anxiety. Because that's going to be a bit of a trip up, right? Because you're going to make actions based on emotions, and that's, while emotions are involved in a relationship, an important part, you're going to react to the positive and the negative, and that's going to screw things up. So anyway, let's get on to question number 6. Burning through the questions. From Marilyn, I need help. I'm so crushed. Recently, I started dating this guy. I'm in my mid-40s and recently divorced. Only been with one man. Also, I don't have the greatest confidence. Anyway, I've been on 4 dates with this guy and wanted to give him something special. So I dressed up nice for our 5th date. Then after dinner, we went to his place, and I wasn't ready for sex, but I thought he would appreciate a very sexy mood. So I dimmed the lights and between his legs and began. Suddenly his phone rang, and I thought it might be hard to keep going, frisky thing, while he talked on the phone, till I realized it was his ex. He asked me to stop and went to the other room. After 30 minutes of waiting, I just let myself out. He called 4 days later, ending things, saying he's going to try to make things work with his ex. Fuck! I feel so crushed. I don't know what to do to get over this pitted feeling. Fuck! Oh! What an ass! Not just an ass, a dumbass! Holy, not you, him. It's always a bad idea to get with your exes. Exes are... I'm not one for on again, off again. Some of you guys already know this. It's a stupid idea. Right? You just... Whatever ended the relationship in the first place is gonna come up again. Whether you like it or not, is gonna come up. You can fucking say, you know what? Let's get back together, but we just don't bring up that one. It's gonna come up. You're gonna talk about it. It's in the back of both of your heads. It doesn't matter who the fuck ended it. It's in both of your heads. You're waiting for the penny to drop, and it will. And hey, you know what? You might be able to deal with it better the second time around. Maybe. Most of the time, no. It just comes up, and you end up blaming it. Oh, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. No. And the thing that made you pick up again is going to be broke up for the first time. Well, chances are it's going to make you pick up again, only louder. Because you're feeling, you ended the relationship going, oh, fuck. I mean, if you set it up on good terms, maybe. Maybe. But not on bad terms. Not when there's a big argument. But most of the time, on again, off again will not work. So getting back with an ex, bad idea. Don't do it. There is slim chances. Slim. So slim. But don't do it. I'm not talking to you. Like, I'm basically saying he made that stupid mistake. And once that gets crushed, and once it falls apart, and he comes back to you, my advice, do not let him back in. Do not, no, you're not going to find somebody else. You're going to find somebody who is right for you. Right? I know it's hard, because in today's world, dating is a fucking different set of rules on dating today. Different kind of fucking game. It's a fucking headache today's fucking, yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I am not a fan of today's dating. What else? What was I going to say? I feel bad because you not having the greatest confidence, recently divorced, you're trying to get back into it. Yeah. And then as you're giving him that gift, well, he's something to give you a bit of a peace of mind. At least he didn't go to the fucking last step, right? It stopped before. I can tell just from the words you were thinking it. I'm glad you didn't. Because, yeah, that would have sucked. I feel so bad for you right now. It's a shitty thing. It's a shitty thing of him to do. I don't know what to do to get over this bitter feeling. Best thing to do is look at the positives of, oh my God, I just dodged a bullet. He's stupid enough to do that, so how stupid would he be in a relationship with you? You will find somebody. Keep on. You know what? This is like guy number 1 after your divorce. You're getting on the horse. Back on the horse. And you fell off. Just get back on. Not the same horse. That horse is Stupid. This is a fucking stupid old nag. Don't get on that one. Go find a new horse. You'll find your stallion. He's out there. And he's gonna make you happy. So stop thinking about fucking dumbass fucking donkey. Or also known as an ass. Yeah. No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You've gotta be good. You gotta be good. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 7. Boom. I really want to get something really flashy, so it just brings up the number. Boom. Question number 7. Hey, so I recently got dumped. Oh. I'm sorry. Hey, so I recently got dumped and ghosted by some guy I was seeing and talking to for like every day for the last 4 months. I was wondering, because I've been out of the dating scene for a long time, or the couple scene, you could say, but when does everything stop reminding you of them? I'm still trying to figure out what I did wrong. Oh, like, is there a checklist out there of do's and don'ts? Because I have no idea how to date these days. You know what? That's what I was just mentioning a moment ago. My last question. Dating today is a different kettle of fish than what it used to be in my day. I don't know how old you are, but yeah, it's completely different. And it's getting weirder too. Especially at a time in COVID and shit, like you can't always meet and shit. There's not really many places to actually meet. I mean, with masks and stuff like that. I mean, I was talking about the best steps to do when you're going to meet the first person for the first time and you go see them. You can't see the attraction because their face is covered. Today, sometimes it is just as good to just meet online using Facebook, like video chat or whatever. So you got dumped. And ghosting is even the worst because you don't get any closure. And as you said, you don't know what you did, what you did wrong. I can't imagine you did anything. You sound like a very sweet person. You sound like a very sweet person. Don't put this on yourself. Dumped and ghosted. Checklists. There's plenty of checklists online. I mean, you can just Google it. Do's and don'ts of dating. Right there. There's tons of them. Hell, there's even a fucking movie about it. For myself, I don't get involved. One, as you probably heard in previous, I don't date exes. I don't get involved with somebody who's got a shitty attitude. You gotta have a good heart. You gotta be friendly, easy to talk to. Need to be sexual, of course. I mean, I don't know for you. Like, it's what you're interested in. That's what you gotta do. But the best do for you to do, keep trying. The best don't for you is don't give up. Mr. Right's out there. But the thing is, you won't find him if you're not looking. So if you stop looking, you won't find him. If you don't date, you won't find him. I mean, they do say, like, oh, you know what, you'll find your Mr. Right when the moment you stop looking. And while in some ways it's true, it really depends on where you are and what your lifestyle is. If you're sitting in the house all the fucking time, not going out, not talking online, not talking to people, no, you're absolutely not going to find Mr. Right. Because if he was to find you, that would be called breaking an entry. And that would be Mr. Wrong. Just don't give up. Keep trying. Keep meeting people. Be careful about it. But that's really it. Don't, get to know the person. Don't rush into it. Don't have sex like right away. Not that there's anything really wrong with it per se, but make sure you don't otherwise, because everything that you invest into it, it's like a bank. A lot of relationships are like banks. And a lot of people treat them like that. Like, and I'm not talking about putting money into it, but some people, they count it. You do it in your back of your head. We all do it. We put something in, oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I've done that. Oh, I loaned him money. Oh, I get that the fuck out of the way. Do not try to find out what that is in your head that's doing it and ignore it. Do not count the things that you're putting into it, because it'll make it worse. Because the ending of it is like, oh my God, I can't believe I did all that stuff. I've wasted my time. Well, no, you didn't. You got to know somebody and found out it was wrong. But because you invested so much, it feels like such a waste of time. It's a waste of resources. It's a waste of... So don't do that. Don't count. I mean, that's not saying don't do things for each other. Start off slow, but don't count them. Otherwise, it will eat at you if it fails. Communication, there's a definite do. Set expectations, what you're wanting. Decide yourself what you are wanting. Are you wanting a boyfriend? Are you wanting a booty call? Are you wanting like a friends with benefits kind of thing? Are you just wanting a friend? Whatever the expectations or whatever it is that you're wanting, you need to state it right then and there. Not right then, oh hey, you want to get married? No, don't do that. But as you're talking, mention things that you're wanting in life, your goals, your dreams. A lot of people ask that. Girls ask that of guys all the time. What are some of your dreams and expectations? It sounds like a job interview, and in a way it is, because the job itself is the relationship. Don't treat it as a job, I treat it like fun. But it's like a job in the fact that you got to work at it. But yeah, alright, question number 8. Just burning through these questions. Question number 8 from Josh. My girl's mad at me because girls like my posts on Facebook. Oh fuck, I know what you feel. I've never cheated on this girl ever. On this girl, I've never cheated on this girl ever. I'm just gonna go and ignore the way that it was coming across, because it made it sound like you've cheated on other girls. I've never cheated on this girl. If I've never cheated on her, would it be the better way? I never cheated on this girl makes it almost sound like you've cheated on another one. And if you have and she knows about it, that's going to be something that's going to set her off. Going to be worried about it. So yes, you're going to need to do some reassuring. If you have never cheated on anybody, she does not suspect that you've given her no reason to think, and she's got some anxieties. What do I do to fix it? You can't fix her jealousy. You can't fix any of that. It's her confidence. That's what you really got to do, if anything, is you just boost her confidence. Reassure her. I'm not saying tell her she's beautiful every 2 seconds. Once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day. Just tell her the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Boost her confidence. And remind her, I'm not going anywhere. Give her reasons. Make it sound like you want to fucking hang on her breath. That you want to live simply because she is breathing. Yeah. Her breathing is what brings you to life. I like that. Yeah. Make her think that, and then that way, she'll probably have no reason to doubt. She might have been cheated. Chances are she's been cheated on a lot. Maybe talk about, say, hey, why do you think I'm going to cheat on you? Just because other girls, why are you afraid of these other girls or guys or whoever clicking like on your Facebook? I'm sure your mother clicked like on some of your pictures on Facebook. So it's like, I have no plans on sleeping with your mom. So why, just because they click like, does it mean you want to get into their pants? Ask her that. Let the questions rattle around in our own head. So say, I want you to think on these things. Don't give me an answer. Just think on them for the next few days. Then bring it up. Chances are she's thought about it. Oh yeah, I'm being silly. Alright, question number 9. Boom. Alright. From Nicole. Hello, Nicole. My boyfriend and I, I'll bring it in. My boyfriend and I get into some pretty heated arguments sometimes. Wouldn't be a relationship if you didn't. That's healthy. Once he almost flew this girl down. Wait, what? Once he almost flew this girl down and said he was going to travel the US with her. Like all of yous together. He didn't. We ended up working it out. Then his mom was going to move her in with her, not far from that. What? That didn't work out either. But this chick always comments on all his posts with heart emojis. It's just an emoji, don't worry about that emoji, etc. And I have to admit, I'm a bit jealous and hurt that he won't block her. Well, if the friends, right? The friends. He says he will never block any of his friends. That's understandable. But obviously they were going to be a lot more. Well, you don't really know that. Right? Some people, if the friends, the whole traveling, that to me sounded weird. Weird for sure. Really fucking weird. Unless if she was expecting you to be there. So it'd be you, her, and you just all going as friends, right? It's weird still. But in today's world, hell, in all fucking worlds, there's guys and girls can't be friends without sex, without physical interest, right? So it's not an automatic thought of, oh my god, this person. You shouldn't be thinking that. Be just, be weary, be concerned, be, not concerned, what's the word? Cautious. Be cautious. Maybe, like, tell them, say, were you with this thing that you're going out, were you planning on all of us going or just you and her? If that's you and her, then yes, you probably have reason to. Because, yeah. That one would be weird to me. What? Would anybody else? Most people would probably have issues with this. Most people. I'm pretty okay. Chat. Give me a 1 if you would feel uncomfortable with the situation. If your partner was having and wouldn't, yeah. So all this. And they didn't block. Give me a 1 if you would feel uncomfortable. If you'd have a hard time with this, give me a 2 if you'd be fine. All right. No actual answer, but I'm gonna just say from my point, yeah, I would feel uncomfortable. But not necessarily. The whole thing of moving in with the mother too, that's a little weird too. Be careful, because it could go all kinds of directions. They're moving in with the mom. Do you live with? Hang on. Do you live? I wish I could ask you questions, because if he's living with his mom. That's fucking weird. There's a chance there could be more going on there. If he lives with you, a little less, but still, yeah, there's a lot of. Be careful. Because it could be somebody he's planning on being with. He's planning on leaving you, and as soon as he's there, sayonara. Be careful. Yeah, be careful. I'm getting some weird vibes going off from this one, so be careful. Anyway, question number 10. From Anonymous. Yesterday I drank a whole bottle of Hennessy. What the fuck is Hennessy? So is it alcohol? Hennessy. Cognac. Brandy. Is it French? Nice. All right. Oh, whiskey. Oh, hang on. It's cognac, which is a type of brandy. So it's brandy. Okay. Okay. Hoping to drink my pain away. Oh, fuck. Just to wake up and feel. Just to feel it all over. Again. I feel numb. I can't even move. I feel like I'm about to lose it. I'm begging God to help me. I'm begging a man to be with me. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. I did not. I told him I did everything you wanted. What now? His response was, well, maybe it's not you, it's me. Ah, fuck, I hate that response. You know how that shit makes me feel? Yeah, I know, I hate that fucking response. I feel worthless. How can someone get away with this? I'm broken. When I feel like I'm moving on, reality settles in and I have to look at girls and realize I'm doing it by myself while he's out there carrying on. We're all doing it by ourselves. Really, the bottom line on that one is we come into this world alone, we will leave this all alone. So you need to be happy with yourself, not with anybody else. It's bonus. When you meet some people in your life, it's great. You get in a relationship with somebody else, it's great. But when you die, you will die alone. It sounds sad. It sounds really sad, but there's nothing you can do about another person. You can only control yourself. You can hope that other people are going to go along with you, and that in this great dance that this world does, that we come together and it all works out. But there's no forcing. You can't make somebody love you. You can't make somebody. It sucks. This whole thing, it's not you, it's me. Something upset him. Something has changed his mind on it. Either something you've done, or worse, it's somebody else. Usually 9 times out of 10, it's not you, it's me, means it's not you, it's not him, it's actually somebody else. He's found somebody else attractive. He's trying to pull away. He just hasn't gotten a decent fucking reason to do it. And so it's not you, it's me. If it's you, if it's him, he says, this is what's doing it. Oh, fuck, I'm in pain. Oh, blah. You give a reason. If it's something you've done, he gives a reason. When the reason is, it's not you, it's me. And that's it. It's because of somebody else. And they can't come up with a decent reason to fucking end it. It sucks. I feel bad that you're going through this. But at the same time, as I've said, that's what I was saying. I think I said the last question, one before that. We all do this in relationships. We put little pieces into it. We do things. Oh, I loaned him money. Oh, I did this. Oh, I did that. And you're doing these things, treating it like it's a bank, like you're going to get interest back. You're going to get all that money back. No, you can't think like that. Right? Put that shit on the fucking back burner, because if it does end, one, you're going to feel like, oh, I've just wasted my time. Oh, blah, 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 blah. The negative feelings will come out a lot faster. So Anytime you're doing something for a partner, do it because you want to do it, not because you're expecting that comeback, that them to stay forever because, oh, I did this. Oh, it's a bad idea. Oh, it's a bad idea. Everything you wanted. Yeah, see right there. I did everything you wanted. Don't change who you are. The person you're going to be with should love you for who you are, not who somebody else is. Not the vision of what they want you to be. I mean, yes, grow. There's nothing saying you shouldn't grow to be a better person, to be a better person of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with them helping and being there for you as you grow. But them changing you, no. That's going to be another one of those pieces that you're putting in the fucking pot and going, man, I'm going to get this interest I'm getting back on this one. Holy shit. And then when it fails, boom, you're going to feel numb. You're going to feel worthless. You're going to feel useless. You're going to feel you've just done all this and nothing came back. So drop that thought. And your next person you date, next person you're with, don't think like that. That's bad. There's no great way to get over this. I know some people say, the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody. And while sometimes that can actually work, sometimes that actually makes it worse because the person you're getting under ends up being just a bigger dick than the person you were in the first place. Right? Sometimes works, sometimes makes it worse. Time is the better healer. The best healer is always time. Yeah. Because, I mean, hey, let's see the person you get over with it. That's Mr. Right. But that's, unfortunately, now it's Mr. Rebound. And you've just squashed any chances of that working out. All right. Move on to the next question. Question 11 from Robert. Hey, guys. So, question. I've been dating this girl for 2 weeks. All of a sudden, her mom invited me to go to a church with them. Is that moving too fast? Or is it just me? Oh, it's a little fast. It's not too... I wouldn't say it's too fast. The mom... I mean, I don't know how old you are. I wish I knew how old you were. And I don't know what your religion... Do you have the same kind of religion? If it's different religion, that's a little weird. Some moms can be very overprotective, right? It could be that she thinks that you're a good match for her and she just kind of wants to... She might be trying to push you into the relationship with her. Moms want the best for their daughters or for their sons, right? So she might be seeing something in you that... But it shouldn't be about the mom. If you're going to date somebody, it should be about your partner, your girlfriend. If you've got a future, it should be always about her. Parents, family, friends should be secondary, not primary, not the focus. So don't let them get too involved. Like, go to the church. Hey, you know what? There's nothing. It's not going to kill you to go to the church. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll go along. I say, tell them if you're not really one for going to church, just tell them that. Just be honest with not just them, but with yourself as well. If you're not interested in going, say, you know what, I'm going because I know it's important to you, but it's not really something I'm interested in. At the same time, though, you piss the mom off. You're asking for some danger. Some bad times. Keep the mom happy. The best you can. But don't, at the same time, don't let the relationship be about the mom. Don't let her think that, don't let her think that she's got the power that if she doesn't like you. I mean, she knows she's got a good power in there. But if she thinks that she's got that, they instinctively they will take advantage of it, and that'll be bad for you too. Hope that helps answer your question a bit. I wouldn't say it's too fast, a little fast, but it's just going to church. All right, question 12. It's a big one, so big it doesn't fit. Let's see if I can actually clean this up a little bit. That help a bit? Nope. That did not do much at all. Oh, fuck. Alright. Okay, from Steph. So I've been seeing this guy for a year now. We hang out at his place all the time. I love him. We just have. Hang on, what? I love him. We have talked about our future, marriage, kids, etc. When we hang out, his friend. Hang on. When we hang out, his friend is always around. He's a really nice guy, so I don't mind. As a matter of fact, I find over the last 4 years, we were all hanging out. Hang on. That friends and I talk about stuff than I do with my boyfriend. Okay. My boyfriend is often just playing video games while I'm sitting on the couch, bored and talking to his friend. That's where things get complicated. His friends and I grew up in similar situations. Both grew up as foster kids. We have a lot more in common in interests. Last week it hit me like a ton of bricks when I got a call that my boyfriend and his best friend were in a car accident. My first thought was actually to find out if his friend was okay. They were both okay, just had to stay overnight in the hospital. That night I felt guilty and that I was more worried about his friend than I realized. That over time I've actually developed feelings for his friends. I don't know what to do. I didn't plan this and I feel like such an asshole. Is this real? Did it happen because I feel neglected? Do I act on it? I do still love my boyfriend, but I will be honest, it hasn't felt the same in about 6 months. Help. You've been with a guy for a year. Hasn't felt the same for 6 months. This is actually, sadly, a common thing that does actually happen quite a lot. It's a scenario that's not really mentioned. You get to see it in the movies a lot, but it does happen. What to do? I'm not going to tell you what to do. I can't. Not in a situation like this. This is completely up to you. Am I going to judge you? No. Because, and this is why. Normally I would. Normally I'd be like, what the fuck? You're going to date the guy's friend? What the fuck? And it's a dangerous thing. Absolutely. You need to really have a good hard think about your actions next. I mean, you love your boyfriend. Do you really want to end it? Do you want to lose him? Right? If he was in an accident and died in that car, would you have been crushed? Ask these questions like, how much does your boyfriend mean to you? Is the relationship, it does sound like a relationship being on the rocks for a while. You say you go over there and he's just playing games while you're on the couch bored talking. You need to spice things up. If you're going to stay with your boyfriend, you just need to spice things up. Go out, go on dates, go walk for a park, but do it alone and mention to him that we need to have some us time. Not with your friend, but some us time. I mean, there's nothing wrong with hanging out with a friend, but the other flip side, the other possible one is you end it with your boyfriend. Maybe even be honest with him. I can't even say. I'm not telling you should do this. These are the options you can tell the boyfriend. You could end the relationship, end it with both of them. Like walk away from both of them. Would always be the more right thing to do. But at the same time, is the guy into you? Should you leave your boyfriend and then go straight in the arms of his best friend? You're going to kill that friendship. That friendship will be crushed. Unless, of course, No, even then, even if he knows the relationship's over and he just doesn't care, he's gonna feel crushed if his best friend gets with you, right? If you hear him, you and your boyfriend break up and you and his friend get together, it's gonna hurt him, regardless. One way or another, even if it's completely fine with the relationship ending, he'd be crushed if, yeah. So you need to determine, what is it worth it? Is it worth risking their friendship over your feelings? Because what if you did it and he's not interested? You're in a difficult situation here. As I said, it's not up to me. I'm not going to really say to do either way, right? Because I can almost tell this has been caused because of neglect. Yes. There's a song. There's a song from the 80s. It's called Who's Making Love to Your Old Lady. Go on YouTube, look it up. Not right now, when I finish. And it's basically about, it's about he's out cheating on his wife, having relationships with other women, and has no idea that over time his wife's gotten sick of it, and he really has no idea that she might actually be sleeping with other men. This is in the 50s or 60s, I can't remember, but it's a good song. You don't know if his friend is into you. You don't even probably. I mean, does his friend even have a girlfriend? There's so many questions to be asked. Don't rush on this answer. I mean, if you feel like the relationship is over, you should end the relationship. Right? You just move on. Whether you try to do something with his friend, that's up to you. But take into account what is at risk. You could potentially be destroying a friendship. Yeah. But anyway, that, as they say, is that. This has been a good stream. I've been pretty happy with this one. 12 questions answered. So next week I'll be doing the same thing, hopefully. With the new job, schedule is kind of fluctuating. As it sits, the plan is next Sunday it should be the same time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm hoping to grow my viewership. It's been almost a bloody year I've been doing this. I'm still growing, still trying to take off. I feel it's coming. It's coming. I think this show has been a good show so far. This is episode 31. I'm glad I'm able to help people. That's really what I like to do the most. I think I probably like helping people more than I play video games. But for this to grow, I mean, it's not nowhere near going to be able to be big enough to replace my job yet. Not even fucking close. But one day maybe this will be a full-time thing. But anyway, I'm going to be moving this over to YouTube. If you haven't already seen my videos, go over to my YouTube. Link is down below. Just scroll down right there. It says YouTube. Click on it. Not yet. Wait till I'm finished. For my YouTube people who are watching this for the first time, if you haven't already done so, click subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Please, people who are watching these videos, if you can watch them the entire thing from beginning to end, the YouTube algorithm doesn't kick in that much if just people are clicking on it and just clicking like, and then I love the fact that he's clicking like, he's doing that a lot, but unless people are actually watching it, their algorithm just basically looks at people are just doing that for to be a favorite. They know that people are not actually watching it, right? They count the minutes and all that kind of stuff. So it means a lot to me if you just have a bit of a watch. If you haven't already seen it, if you're coming in late, watching this later on, whatever, it would mean a lot to me if you do that. Click like if you liked it. Click subscribe. If you're on my channel and you haven't already done so, click follow down below. Make sure the bells are selected. That way you know when I'm going live, or if I post videos on YouTube, And I'll definitely see all my Asking Angel fans next Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Invite some friends. Hey, go. You got somebody who's having issues with their relationship. Fucking tell them to send an email to this thing right here. I can give all kinds of advice. And even if they don't watch it live, you can point them to YouTube and get them some help. And anyway, thank you for watching. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are. And I will see you all later. Ciao.